don't like about this car. Like, I really have to nitpick when it comes to what I don't like. Like the transmission, yes, it could be better, but it is not bad in any way. I actually think that it is a better all-around transmission for just daily driving than it is the DCT. But in terms of performance, I think the DCT is better because of the snappier shifts, the faster shifts, and it's a little more fun to drive. The real negatives, like I said, I have to nitpick. When it really comes to the negatives, I guess people can say, "Oh, I don't like the front bumper," but like I said, if BMW made a brick and the brick was the better performing car, I would be driving the BMW brick. But really, the only negatives that I can really think of are cleaning the wheels. The wheels, they look beautiful on this car. It's probably the best stock wheel that BMW's done, but it's such a pain in the ass to clean these things. Oh my god, just thinking about it is awful. Yeah, so these wheels are really a pain to clean. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes per wheel. I go through so much wheel cleaner now, and the worst part about it is the brake dust. And the brakes are really, really nice, but it creates so much brake dust, and unless you got the CCBs optioned on your car, then you may not have to deal with brake dust, and it's still a pain in the ass to clean the rims, but the brake dust, you get so much brake dust that you have to clean it at about once a week. Especially if you're daily driving the car, you have to clean these brakes, or you have to clean the wheels at least once a week, and it is such a pain. It is not fun keeping these wheels clean at all. One of the other negatives I'd have to say is, this is more because of my disability, because I'm paralyzed. I have to get in the car a special way, and they did not make it easy in this car. The side bolsters on these seats are fairly high, so it makes it a little tougher for me to get in. And then also the gap between my wheelchair, from where I get in from the wheelchair to actually getting into the seat, is about a foot. And I did make that a little worse by adding some carbon fiber side skirts. So that adds about an inch or two more of what I have to clear. And I do it every day, but it's definitely not the easiest car to get into compared to any other cars that I've owned, or even compared to any other M's that I've owned. But it definitely was not a deal breaker for me. I can still get in. I actually know a few guys who are paralyzed who also have the same car and are dealing with the same things, and if I've done it this long, if they can do it, I have no problem dealing with that. I've always wanted a head-up display unit. I've thought they were so cool. Ever since I first saw them years ago, I think in an M5, an E60 M5 was the first time I ever saw one. And I really like the look of it. I really wanted an F80 with the HUD as well, but I wasn't able to get into an F80, unfortunately. But yeah, the HUD it looks really cool and everything, but I found it to be a little distracting, especially when you have it in the M mode. It pulls up the tach where it has the hockey puck looking RPM gauge, and then combining that with directions, gets to be kind of a lot, and I tend to be looking around, kind of like looking over trying to just look around the head-up display, because it's kind of getting in my way a little bit. I've done things like trying to turn down the head-up display so it's not as bright, so I'm kind of looking through it versus looking around it, but I haven't really found a sweet spot for it. But the information that they put up in front of you is very helpful, and it's nice to not take your eyes off the road when you're driving. So I definitely see the appeal to the HUD and why people liked